Alright, our final participant for tonight's last comic standing. Former champ, give it up for G!
Thank you. Thank you too, man. First off, I want to say that my performance attire looks a bit weird. I'm the only one performing with a hat on. I mean, I could take the hat off. It just feels a little bit weird for the top of my head to expose as much skin as your average Kill la Kill cosplayer. So I don't. But Anime Expo, I'm going to pull an Evangelion and clap and say, congratulations, you guys survived. That's right, Anime Expo. You survived every single creepy brony. You survived a sun so hot that even Solaire gave it the middle finger. And you survived the 4-hour reg line. Oh my God. You know, that reg line was long. Like, endless 8 long. Real-time endless 8 long. And a lot of things you guys missed in that wait time. Let's see. Ash finally went through puberty. Half-Life 3 came out. And in all that time, Berserk finally released 1 new chapter. But let me tell you, I am getting too old for that shit. You know, I'm 27. That sounds pretty young, but remember, in anime years, that's over the hill. Kids are saving the world at 13. And you know, being bald, I'm not really looking forward to my golden years, because all I see for myself is making money by stealing panties, reading porn mags, and dying of a nosebleed. But, one great thing about being old is I don't have to defend anime anymore. It's great. People just leave me the hell alone. I mean, I love anime. I really do. I think Kill la Kill is great, but goddamn, is it hard to watch it in public. I'll be all watching the anime, and my mom's all, hey, why is she naked? Because she has no clothes. Now shut up and watch Lost, Mom. Why you watch that? Why you don't watch porn? Because I'm too busy and too lazy to minimize the window. You know, people still buy porn? Like, there's actual porn stores still out there. Like, what the hell? Like, do they run it like a GameStop or something? Oh my God, now that's just creepy. What if, you know, the game industry ran porn? Brings new meaning to the phrase Hardened Edition. Ugh. But I'll tell you one thing, the DLC, nobody would care about the DLC. People would actually buy the DLC. I would buy on-disc DLC from Capcom. It's true. You know why? Because I'm watching porn and I'm in the mood to get fucked. But, you know, there's 2 things we can count on for Anime Expo. Long shitty lines and religious protesters. I know, I like them too. I mean, did you know that people want to get rid of them? Well, like, why? Like, I'm serious, the most hardcore religious people could walk into Anime Expo and we wouldn't know. The KKK could walk in the front doors and I wouldn't care. I think it's just a Bleach gathering. Whoa, check it out. They're burning the cross outside. Fuck, that is an amazing Bankai. You know, meanwhile, there's like 5 Gainax fanboys salivating at the mouth and pissing themselves that they're finally getting the live-action Evangelion remake that they were long overdue. But let's give it up for Anime Expo for bringing in the old English cast of Sailor Moon. You know, that's the respect Sailor Moon deserves. You know, people, Sailor Moon is a lot more intellectual than we think. It has questions and issues that even Neil deGrasse Tyson stays up late trying to think of. Like, example, who is the hottest Sailor Scout? You know, my favorite answer is Uranus, because that's a Sailor Scout you could get behind. But, men, even if you don't like Sailor Moon, you gotta give it props, because it got women to watch anime, right? Yeah. Especially when those girls don't even know anything about anime. They'll be like, oh, I love Sailor Moon, what else you got? Fist of the North Star. Now, if you're ever in a situation where you need to propose your girl to watch Fist of the North Star and you don't know how to describe it, repeat after me verbatim. Just say, babe, Fist of the North Star is basically Sailor Moon, except the main character is actually useful. But, I will, but you're too busy running late to school with toast in your mouth. But I do think Attack on Titan is kind of on its way out. Unfortunately, that's how the seasons go. And I think it's because they really are not tapping into the full potential of the American market. As we know in Attack on Titan, the biggest asset to the protagonist is Wall Maria. And everybody's saying that, you know, the Titans are the biggest threat. Look, if they want to make Attack on Titan really appealing to us, they need to introduce a new final boss that will bust up Wall Maria. And that's why I think the final boss of Attack on Titan should be Chris Jericho. What you think on that one? But Anime Expo is one of the very few cons where I actually cross-dress at. You know, any cosplayers here? That shit's hard. And you know what's really kind of sad? When I was cosplaying for the first time, I realized the first bra that I unhooked belonged to me. And let me tell you guys, you gotta respect girls for the bullshit they go through to make themselves pretty for us. Alright man, if you wanna know what wearing makeup feels like, it feels like bullshit. There's no joke at the end of this, there's no punchline, that's a fucking fact, okay? It's bullshit in a $50 bottle this big. But being a cross-playing really kind of tests your moral character. One of the more interesting facts is when somebody of your gender, in my case another dude, hits on you thinking you're a girl. I mean, you can handle this multiple ways, but it's kind of like admitting to your little brother there's no such thing as Santa Claus. I mean, he's got to know the truth, but you don't want to break his heart. Guys all looking at me, hey babe, can I have your number? You're a babe, right? And then the guy's just looking at you with his big puppy dog eyes like, Louise? Arigato. Senpai. Yeah, that was creepy. I admit it. I admit it for like $50 an hour in case you feel lonely, you can call me. Just saying. But when it comes to crossplaying, I'll crossplay. I'll wear almost any outfit. There's just one outfit I just can't wear, and that's anything from Doctor Who. I'm serious. No, it's not. Doctor Whovians, don't get mad at me. It's because I'm Asian. Everybody would just call me Dr. Wu. It's even worse if my mom sees the photo, she'd be like, oh, why you dress up as doctor? Why not be doctor? My name's G, you guys have been great. That's my set, guys.
Give it up for G, always. Alrighty. Judges, Gabe, what did you think?
I thought your material was really on point. You know, it was great for the for this crowd. I thought that you felt a little rehearsed in places. You know, like I feel like your improv skills might be lacking because you just felt really rehearsed. I thought you had a really solid set, but there wasn't anything really outstanding.
Yeah, tasteless. Paul, what do you think?
I agree. It was rehearsed, but it was well rehearsed. I can tell you put a lot of effort into it. And there were times where improv would have been better for you to engage the crowd more, and that caused it to slip at times. But overall, I liked what you did a lot, and I really liked the references. I liked how you went out, and I loved when you started switching characters with the cosplay. That was nice. It was a nice quick switch, and didn't really expect it. But all you need to work on is just more improv, more being comfortable with allowing you to break from your routine that's already well rehearsed, because you can do that. You already have the strength to do that. So, you did a good job.
Who next?
I liked the Capcom joke. I think we can all relate. Anybody who bought Cross Tekken, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, can relate to getting fucked on that. So that was pretty funny to me. It hit home personally. All the crossplay jokes I thought were really funny. I agree with Gabe. There was nothing that really like stood out. I mean, the Cross Tekken stuff stood out for me, but like that wouldn't necessarily stand out for everybody else. So I think coming up with stuff that was more either like more out there or more polarizing might do you some favors, but I think overall it was pretty good.
I don't know if you've ever heard of Joe Coy before, but you remind me a lot of him. He's a comedian as well. He's like a big time comedian.
Could you repeat the name of it, please?
It's a good thing. You remind me a lot of Joe Coy. You should look him up.
Oh, Joe Coy.
Yeah, Joe Coy.
Yeah. That's a very good.
You remind me a lot of him. I like your style. I like your stage presence a lot. You're very like enthusiastic. You're very interactive with the audience. It's really easy to like pay attention to you. Whereas like I'll find myself like paying attention to whatever else. But with you, I actually found myself really paying attention and listening and like actually focusing on you. I think you did a really good job.
Yeah, it's easy to tell that you put the time.
Yeah.
Give it up for G, everybody. At this time, we're gonna bring out our second half contestants to the stage. Please come on up, guys. And it'll be up to you who will be the second finalist for today's event. Everybody please give it up, give your best up for Caitlin. Now, give it up. A round of applause for Soap. All right. A round of applause. How do you guys feel about Jamie Ray? Give a round for G. Last but not least, give a round of applause for Matt. Bring two up for consideration. Caitlin, please step up, give it up! Up for your consideration, G!